football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fires to the big fella. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll do it himself. Bounced off his feet.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
They'll try the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. At the 35, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
To the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bring in the heat. With the catch, it's Coates. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity. Put 3 on the board.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on that route.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on third. Makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down is big.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The screen, he can go. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bond. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Smashes through the tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Got a man. It's Irwin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go up top on second and short. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, open to move it down the field, a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his man. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. It's Irwin. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ball.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Pulls it in. It's Coates. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never grow broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room. It's Irwin. Turning it off. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
right defense. That's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. On target. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this running.
Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option at working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense. On
third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Huskers! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here we go. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Coates. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did now.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Here we go. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high.
Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Brings it down on the right side. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires downfield. He's got him wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the single back. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Malusi. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Now on first down from the ground. Inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. It's complete. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving a ball out of the backfield.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you
down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown LSU.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They feed him again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Working that left side now. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Listen, as the game goes along, you start to figure out what that defense does. And the offense, I think they got a really good clue that that corner route continues to be open. I'd keep hitting it.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get the fourth quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by QB.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past.